always be there. Acquire skills, depending on the skills that you think you need, you would have to make this a continuous thing as well. Sometimes just by conversing with someone else, sometimes you might have to enroll for a course to make sure that you have the necessary skills for where you want to go. Yeah? Volunteering, you can decide how much time you want to spend volunteering, how much time you want to practice the skills that you've acquired in an environment where I'm not actually getting paid. Okay? So this is how I would go about getting a job. Own a farm. This is long term, right? Okay, we don't have the income, but what can we do to get this going? What can we do to start going towards getting a farm? Let's say you're someone like me and you have no idea where to begin.
Maybe just start by working it.
Started working? Yeah. That might work. Get hands-on experience at someone else's farm.
Research on how you can go about owning one.
Okay. Look at ownership. Research on that. What else?
Start saving.
That's a good one. I'll never buy a farm without money. Awesome. Okay. What else? Yes.
Have enough water supply.
Okay, you look at, okay, she wants to have a honey farm, so I don't know unfortunately what it is. But for the sake of general, okay, what did I put here? More than just water, you know, look at amenities. And you might need plumbing and piping and stuff like that as well.
Does that research include market research?
No, because this is, well actually maybe, because it's about going about how to, no actually it's don't.
Of course, you have to know where to whom do you want to sell your products.
Very true. So there's a lot of research involved in some of these long-term goals, eh? So again, with everything, remember we said last one?
You can also go for training.
Right. Okay, so this is just the starting point, okay? So for every goal that you have, there are going to be certain actions that you take. Remember we said if you're trying to build new habits, you need to do it for how many days? 21 days, okay? So you choose. Over the course of this much time or whatever, what am I going to start at? I'm working at a farm, I can do that for 21 days if I so choose. Okay? Research, ownership, and things like this, these things happen over time. So you have your everyday habits. Let's say this is Wednesday, yeah? Wednesday, 23rd. You put down your habit 1. Yeah? Let's say you're now at habit 3. So you've got your 3 habits that you're trying to put together and acquire. And then you now look at, okay, fine. Today I'm also working at the farm. And I'm also networking. Okay, so you get to choose though. You get to choose what steps you're going to take towards achieving whatever it is. You get to choose in order of, okay, fine. Saving will be hard, so maybe out of these things, this will come 6th, okay? Training might also require some money, so that will be 5th. Working at a farm I can do because my uncle has a farm, that's fine. While I'm at the farm, I can also research on this, and then the marketing will come last when I've got some experience at the farm. Then I go for training, and then what? And then I start, or I can continue saving. So for every single action that you need to take and put down on this list of major tasks, and when you want to start, and how long you want to do it, you get to put it down. So you can just choose one from everything. I'm just going to do one from here, I'm going to do one from here, and you put it down. And when you've finished it, you can check it off your list here because it'll all be within the same book, and you move on to the next one. Okay, so that's how the Map for Life tool works. You know what you want, you know where you are, you know what the plan is because you put it all down on paper, and it's all within the same book. And then you start acting towards it, and you start recording your day-to-day steps as to how it's done. Am I making sense? Yeah? So this is how the Map for Life tool works. If you never buy the book and you only use this for the rest of this year, I would encourage you to fill out all the spaces that are available. You turn over to the next two pages, 12 and 13. It's a small little vision board. You will find it in every version of the book available. It's in the middle so you can open to it and see whatever it is that you need to see, okay? Get to visualize. We talked about saying things out loud. We talked about writing things down. Sometimes seeing it also allows you to be a little bit more motivated about how soon I'm going to get it, okay? If I want a Ducati motorbike, yeah? And I put a picture of it here, and I put the price of it underneath, I know how much money I need to save, and I know exactly what I'm saving for, okay? If I want a degree, you can put the sticker of the university you want to go to, or something, the business card of the chancellor, or whatever it is, and put a date underneath it and say, this is when I want to enroll at this school, okay? There are different ways to use this part of thing. If you want a big house, any pretty house that you see in a magazine, cut it out, put it there. But remember to put a date. Remember to record something that says, okay, this is something I actually want to achieve. This is something I actually want to work towards. So put a date on it. Put a time on it. Because the when is as important as the how. Okay? But be realistic. If you don't have any money and you're not playing the lotto and there are no chances of you winning tomorrow, maybe not the house next week. Okay? But be realistic so you don't disappoint yourself. Remember we said we're trying to set you up for success, not for disappointment and disheartenment and disillusionment and all the disses that suck, yeah? We want you guys to achieve. Alright, cool. Final page of your booklet. So all your ideas that you came up to, the short-term ones, the medium-term ones, and so forth. This is another place where you can record what's going on and how well you're doing. So if we've got short-term one and long-term one as our first two, and all the little actions that go underneath, this is where you write it and you check it off when it's done. Okay, so that by the end of the year you can say, yes, I finished, I'm done, I need another book because it's on to the next one. Yeah? Okay, so I would encourage you to use it as well as you can until you have the resources to get the bigger ones. Hope has all the details so she can get you guys in touch with us and stuff. But this is probably the easiest way to keep a track of your own goals and your own plans. Okay, it's all in one book. There are electronic versions, but they're harder to acquire depending on the phone that you have or whatever. But I would encourage you to use this tool. If you want to be employable, you need to be organized. And if you want to make a success of yourself at the end of this program, this is the best way to keep a track of yourself. Okay? Thank you so much for your time today. If you have any questions, I'm still here for a few minutes. Right now, you have a question? Yes.
How much is the book?
The smallest one is $6, and then the next size is $12. So the one that's $6 actually fits in your pocket. It's called the passport size. So it actually fits in a jacket pocket or a pants pocket. And then the next one is a little bit smaller than that. It's $12.
Is the content different?
Sorry?
Is the content different or is
Content is the same. It's just how much space you have to do everything. So this is only 11 pages. So it's literally just like a small piece of everything. But in this one, you'll see that, like I said before, you literally have a whole column just for imagination for one section. So it's 2 pages for each, and it goes on like that as well. So you'll see that you end up getting to put your short-term, your top goals for each and every section down on the table if you can see it. Yeah. And then also when it comes to knowing where you are, there's a big questionnaire at the beginning of the other book that asks you a lot of questions. It helps you assess where you are in the different sections of your life. And you get to map yourself out there. And then you get to check up on yourself again later, where it's actually got 2 versions of the wheel, so that you can do it now. Maybe at the end of the year, when you get another book, you do it again, and you say, okay, fine, I've improved, and this is actually helping me, or I'm not doing it right, or whatever. Yeah. So it's just a bigger version of everything.
Okay, there's a section on time management, Bakazi, color coder. What is it exactly?
You need to decide how much time you're going to spend. So on the bigger one, you'll see something called the scorecard at the bottom. Yeah? So for every goal that you have, you get to write it down, and you get to choose top actions, okay? Top actions that you need to do to achieve a specific goal. And once you have that, you also write key successes, okay? What is it that would make me successful? How do I decide that, okay, fine, this is when I succeed in this particular area?
Help each other out. So, yeah, if you're interested, maybe you could just write down numbers and then create a group for that. Networking, huh?
Yeah, there's that networking opportunity. Okay, thank you so much for your attention. I really hope that you will take action towards your top 2 ideas. Hope, thank you for having me. Who wants to do a group? Who wants to do a group?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
So I was about to hand the program over to you. I was thanking you for your time.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
A round of applause for her.